Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this is for November 20th through November 27th. And what a big week we have. Of course, here in the United States and other places in the world, November 24th, we do celebrate Thanksgiving. So gratitude and what we are grateful for. And this week definitely has some great energy coming in for us to be thankful as well. Because on November 23rd, Jupiter, who has been retrograde for quite a while, has now going into its post-shadow. Post-shadow is a period of reflecting on what we learned when Jupiter was having us look inward around the energy of what Jupiter focuses on. It will be in post-shadow until February 16th of next year in 2023. So we can have this gratitude for the blessings that Jupiter is going to be putting upon us, because Jupiter is known as the good luck planet, or the blessing, the expander. And during the retrograde for Jupiter, we can connect with like a deeper introspection, kind of look into what spiritual or philosophical growth and development that we reflected upon during the Jupiter when we were being pointed inward in regards to those things. Now we can review those and look at those. Then also on November 23rd, we're also having a Sagittarius new moon. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so the energies combine so well together. So it is on the 23rd at 15:57 Mountain, or 3:57 p.m. Mountain time. And it is a perfect time to have our 10 new moon wishes. So we want to do it within 8 hours after the new moon. So after 3:57 p.m., within 8 hours after that. And then that helps emphasize the energy of this new moon. So the wishes are best made during that period of time. And as I have been doing, I like to talk about the Sagittarian energy around the new moon, because you can make 10 total new moon wishes with whatever you want, but if you make them around the energy of the new moon zodiac sign, it even expands it even more. So I'm going to pop up a screen here so you can see all this as I review it. And so the Sagittarian energy is about kind of international topics, whatever it may be, if you want to expand internationally, travel, whatever it may be. Also writing and editing and publishing. Along those lines, also teaching and education and learning. And there is about religion and spirituality, church kind of things, like we were talking about. That's what Jupiter really has us focus on. And Sagittarius definitely takes that on. Also, the Sagittarian energy is about optimism and solutions, expansive viewpoints. And it is all this truth-seeking. They are very much after freedom and adventure, but it can also go over into dealing with legal matters, what we consider morality and our conscience. And there's also the awareness of being overstimulated and attention, getting attention. And we can have a little bit of carelessness because of that. There's also about commitments and having too much of something. And as I mentioned, the good luck comes in with all of this too, as well as a little bit of maybe condescension and self-righteousness. Also physical movement, talking, and verbal processing, and also getting out into nature. There is this energy of saying yes and maybe trying to fix things before we're tuning into them. As far as the body, Sagittarian energy rolls over the hips, the sciatic nerve, thighs, and liver. So I know that's a lot, but that is all this energy that we have access to during this new moon. So if you have new moon wishes around that, then make sure to do that and make it in a form of gratitude. Not just because of Thanksgiving and all that, but the new moon, when you have an approach of thank you for, and then putting your wish around one of those subjects, then it's even more powerful. So I love this for us. We are going to pull cards, of course, for each individual zodiac sign. And with all this energy of Jupiter and Sagittarius, we're going to be asking, what higher truth can we reflect on during this Jupiter post-shadow all the way until February 16th of next year? So we're going to jump into your sign reading right now. All right, Cancer signs, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off here by pulling a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And any of the cards you use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick them up. All right, so let's see what higher truth Spirit feels you can review during this post-shadow. All right. So for Cancer, what would you like them to know, please? All right, this will be the one. Do you have the coyote spirit? I can speak. It says, trust in divine detours. Beautiful card there. Let's put that right there. That is card 16. Let's put this right here. And let's see what message comes in here for you. And the Coyote Spirit says, do you find that you are being led on a strange detour in your life right now? Does it seem what appears to be the next right action and the right choice, best situation, or fabulous relationship unexpectedly turns into the opposite, or just disappears into thin air as if you've been tricked? Well, Coyote Spirit's trickster energy is designed to bring you into situations to teach you lessons that you have forgotten to learn. Perhaps you need a taste of failure before you experience success, a need to feel disappointment before you can truly appreciate the joy, love, and prosperity that is coming up for you. Perhaps you are revisiting a pattern you forgot wasn't in alignment with the life you are intending to co-create, being reminded that gratitude, not complacency, will keep you awake and aware of all that is available to you in this moment. Coyote Spirit reminds you to laugh about the unexpected twists, to develop humility and gratitude while releasing your attachments to the form of your desires. Even when you suddenly find yourself on a detour, wondering when you'll get back on track to manifesting what you desire, remember that Spirit has a plan and wants the best for you. Trust in divine order now. And Coyote Spirit is a divine helper. No matter what seems to go astray, things are exactly as they are supposed to be. Wow, I really like that. It feels very much like the shadow energy in the tarot, which does bring in these things, or the Tower, where it removes things out of our life for us in order for us to have our path cleared so we can move on to those things that are more in alignment with our future self, what we wanting to move toward. And the Coyote does remind me of a lot of the shadow card, though, because it's like Capricorn, Saturn energy, where you are brought in to this situations where your cage is rattled to wake you up so that you can see what thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have made you feel trapped, made you feel confined, and that it opens up. And that's that trust. The universe is like, trust that whatever that is that's unfolding, it is happening for you, and it is for your highest good. So I like that. These also come with a protection message, which I do want to read as well, in case that resonates. It says, sometimes a goal is so enticing and alluring that you lose your footing in the pursuit. You begin to fixate on capturing this prize, whether it be an opportunity you have always wanted, a relationship with that elusive someone, or the promise of that big break. Coyote Spirit warns you that this trickster energy seducing you now will yield nothing but disappointment and unnecessary heartache if you let yourself be fooled. Great Spirit wants the best for you. So when your plans go topsy-turvy, know that Coyote Spirit is present to protect and bless you. Listen to her gentle warning not to take the world too seriously or become too attached to the form and timing of your desire. Something better is beckoning. If you learn your lessons and lighten your heart, it will not be long before you see that, crooked though the path may have been, you were on the right one all along. So I do love that for you. All right. So definitely reinforcing what we have talked about. And then let's take a look here into the Angel and Ancestor Oracle and see what else they would like you to know. All right, so what else for Cancer, please? What else? What else for Cancer? All right, that is the one right there. I'm just gonna move this over here. All right, and you got the Sky Father, trust in the unknown. That is great. Beautiful, beautiful. Basically, trusting that the path unfolds, right? Because that even said trust, yeah. Trust and trust, right? All right, that is the journey. So it says, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. And so this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. So Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. The extended message for this card says you are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. And when this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experiences imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card also can appear for opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. And if he's on earth, there is an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. I believe that's it. Yes, that is it. So very much these cards working. So trusting the path that it's happening for you, and you are a co-creator, and that this higher truth that like your life is not an out-of-control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode, but it's actually some very planned out and fated events, and that you have the power within each of those two to choose what you want to feel and what story you want to put to it as you're going through it. But let's take a look here and see what they want you else to know about this through the Light Seers Tarot. All right. So what else for Cancer? What else would you like them to know, please? Okay. All right. So they want this one over here, and then these two. And then they do want these right here. 1 and 2, 2, and then this one goes here. All right. So we have our cards. Let's just get these scooched over. And we will start with this one over here. And you have the King of Cups. So cups are your emotions, and the King of Cups has a wonderful balancing between heart and mind. And the King of Cups does offer you the Ace of Cups, which is the Holy Grail. And if you think of the King of Cups too as the highest emotion that you can experience, then you're going to be looking at the unconditional love of the higher realms, right? And the King of Cups reminds me a lot of those beautiful individuals who walked earth that shared such love, like Jesus, like Gandhi, and all these other individuals that are like Buddha, all these founders. And they really weren't the founders. They were the livers of love. And then people formed a religion around them. They didn't form the religion. Usually they are just being themselves and expressing that love in action and word. And then everyone else gathers it and tries to organize it, right? So this love that you have here is this beautiful, unconditional love, unconditional being that you can trust, right? We find it hard to trust people because, human beings are fickle. We go into fear, and then who knows what we're going to do because we're out of our minds when we go into fear. But unconditional love from above, in place of no fear, is very stable, very beautiful. And so we can trust that. And then we have the Hermit card. Yep, so turning inward and upward, and that beautiful bright light here is actually our higher self and connecting to the higher realms that help us on our path. And so the path that's leading here, trusting that it is unfolding perfectly. And if we connect to our higher self, it will guide us it'll be the light inside this lantern, this bright light that guides us on our path. And we can trust it because it is, again, for us and doesn't have any need for anything. It's already full and complete, so it won't try to manipulate us or try to get things out of us. We can trust it. And we can trust the path that's unfolding for us. And when in doubt, we move inward and upward for our guidance. And then you have the Justice card. So the Justice card is about balancing out our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets around life. And you can see the Ace of Swords is what we're using to balance things out, and see the reflection that's in here too. So this is a beautiful awareness that during this reflection period for this post-shadow, that it's the big piece that we're looking at here is really looking at the unconditional in higher places, being here being replaced by the small t, replacing the small t truths of the human world that are of fear, that are of, the fear of losing conditional love. So that's what we fear on our path. That's why we don't trust our path before we're connecting to the higher realm, because we have been faced with untrustworthy things. But again, it keeps on referring us back to this balancing inward and upward for that trust. And let's see what else we have here. Yeah, because the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups represents this is our higher self and our human self, and how we can embrace and walk in life in a completely different way when we learn to open up and realize that it is the higher realms that completes us. We're taught so much. It's like the Strength card. We're taught to look outside of ourselves for all our completeness and our wholeness, but we're left wanting when that happens. And then we eventually get disappointed enough and mistrusting enough in the outside world that we do turn inward and upward, and we find this trustworthy, eternal love that we then can walk hand in hand with our higher self. We have a beautiful YouTube series, which will be linked most likely at the end of this video, which is the U times 2 series, which is about getting to know the two of you that are living this human experience. Your human side, which is the character, and then the actor behind the character, a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love. So if that resonates with you, check that out, because this Two of Cups really nudges toward that. Yep. And I mentioned at the beginning the Tower, and it is card 16. So that makes sense here with the Coyote Spirit. Things being removed out of our path for us to make room for things to move forward in our life. So definitely I talked about that in the beginning, and that's them reaffirming, yes, this is what we're talking about. Yeah. And again, Ace of Cups. The Chalice, the Holy Grail. We talked about that here. That's one of the cups here. This is the energy, the love of connecting to up above. And that unconditional love we can trust because, again, no conditions for it, nothing we can do to lose it. It's eternal, so it never goes away. And beautiful, beautiful love being the focus of this adventure for you. Yeah. Because here's the Three of Swords. So these are all, I call this the expectations card. Normally it has 3 swords stuck in that heart. They've interpreted it a little differently in this one, but it is when we have expectations, that equals disappointment. And those expectations, those are the small t truths I talked about here. And so our path of trust is moving past the emotions we experienced in the outside world to inward and upward, where we do find a love that is worthy of us. Whereas the fickle, ever-changing, unstable, temporary love of the outside world that doesn't fulfill us for long, if at all, that gets replaced. That's what's weighing on one side of here, because we fear that we can lose that love, because in the conditional loving world, we do continually get disappointed and disappoint others too. And it's because there's these rules, conditional love versus unconditional love. So this path that you're learning is you're trusting. Having experienced the opposite, you more fully understand a trustworthy love, and then it expands for you. So I really, really love this message for you, Cancer. You, of course, are the masters of emotion. You are a water sign along with, Pisces and Scorpio, but you are ruled by the moon. And so you really get to understand the ebbs and flows of love and emotion. So I love this transformation that comes in for you. And that is what they have for you today. So many blessings to you. And if you're looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I put out several different kinds throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there is an option for all. And if you select that, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified, of course, as soon as new videos come out on this channel. And 2, you also will be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. Currently, I go live every night, and I also go live on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. So if you haven't stopped by to say hello and check it out, I'd love to see you. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or you share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, beautiful people, as you go throughout this next adventure in your life, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.